Ideas are fundamental to how we see the world. But what if the core ideas we use to navigate the world were fundamentally flawed? Ecosystem collapse and a rapidly changing climate are symptoms of these ideas. Our current thinking imagines the economy as completely separate from the natural world, where economic activity is exempt from natural laws. In reality, the economy is embedded within and entirely dependent on the natural world. And this slight shift in mindset can change how we think about the future, the goals we set, how we measure progress, and what we value. We've inherited an unusually stable planet, providing all the conditions for life to thrive. Within a single lifetime, we have transformed the Earth. This has led to technological breakthroughs, a boom in population, and an overall increase in human well-being. However, this has come at a price. We valued short-term financial wealth over the planet's natural wealth, discounted the future at the expense of the present, and demanded physically impossible exponential growth. This has created an immense amount of ecological debt that we now need to repay. And unlike banks, nature doesn't offer refinancing. On our current trajectory, climate change, ecosystem collapse, and pollution threaten to take us beyond the Earth's capacity to sustain human life. Now, there is a safe path forward for humanity, but how do we navigate it? Well, the solutions aren't purely technological, but conceptual. Imagine driving a car late at night down a windy road with a dashboard that only displays how fast you're going. Without a fuel gauge, headlights, rearview mirror, and a sense of direction, it probably won't end too well. A lack of meaningful information in a complex world can lead to systems collapse, or in the case of the car, a fatal crash. This is compounded by the fact that our actions and their impacts are often separated by time and space. For example, actions taken today in Europe can impact the Amazon rainforest tomorrow, which can further increase the chances of extreme bushfires in Australia decades from now. Our actions also impact people distant from us. A recent study showed that the lifetime emissions of you, myself, and half of you, 3.5 people living in high-emitting countries, will cause the death of someone in the world between now and 2100. If this person was sitting next to you, you might be more concerned. But we are wired to focus on the here and now. Throughout most of human history, life was slow and simple. We had close contact with our surroundings and shared an intimate relationship with both the natural world and our peers. We didn't evolve to consider existential risk, so we failed to appreciate the full long-term costs of our actions. We lack meaningful feedback on how our actions today will impact our ability to thrive on Earth tomorrow. We've never had so much information at our fingertips, yet we are increasingly disconnected from both the natural world that sustains us and each other. We need a new approach, one that is guided by science-based targets and brings together both human health and planetary health, a guide to act locally while thinking at a planetary scale. What you're looking at here is our city in the shape of a donut. It's one of the many data-driven tools my colleagues and I are developing as part of our mission to build open-source technology to support long-term sustainability. This model, conceived by Kate Rayworth, puts people at the center of economic development while acknowledging the planet's physical limits. Thanks to breakthrough in earth science, big data, and machine learning, we can now bring this model to life. As confronting as it may seem at first, this data paints an accurate picture on how our community's collective actions contribute to global impacts, such as climate change, deforestation, biodiversity loss, and pollution. The inner ring defines a social foundation where going into the red indicates a shortfall in providing for basic human needs. In essence, green is good, and the goal is simple: create a space where all can thrive within planetary means. These tools can help us better understand ourselves and the active role we all play in protecting the planet, creating a shared understanding of the current challenges and the opportunities for positive change. It can fundamentally shift the way we see the world, challenging our priorities, how we value the long-term future, even our concept of growth. We believe this is the beginning of a new era, where open data and intelligent systems empower local communities. Through meaningful information, mass collaboration, radical transparency, and with the guidance of science-based targets, we can guide humanity to a safe space. We all play a role in transforming our systems, and I encourage you to take that seriously. When we measure what is important rather than simply what is easy, we change what we care about, our mindset, and how we see ourselves in the world. Thank you.